I'm Michael, and I'm excited to show you the Salesforce on Salesforce story about how we use Data Cloud and Agentforce to achieve these results, and how you can too. At Salesforce, our vision since 1999 has been to help companies connect with their customers in new ways. And we're not just talking the talk about this technology, we're walking the walk by using our own technology every day. Data Cloud is central to our success, as it's deeply integrated into the Salesforce platform and unifies our customer and business data to make it actionable for personalized experiences and smarter AI agents. But just 4 years ago, our data landscape was very different. As a large global organization with diverse customers and numerous acquisitions under our belt, our data became scattered across many different systems, our own Salesforce clouds, plus external platforms like Snowflake, Google, and Amazon. This created an incomplete customer view, making it challenging to get a single source of truth, a problem we know many enterprises face, especially in the age of AI, where accurate data is crucial for intelligent AI agents. Our answer was to build our truth profile in Data Cloud, a 360-degree view of the customer journey, built initially by a small 5-person team. For example, meet Samantha, a made-up CIO from our example company, Northern Trail Outfitters. We look at who she is, her contact information, her location, the account, and her activity, her interest in Agentforce, her visits to our website, where is she in the deal cycle. This unified view allows us to predict things like, when is an opportunity going to close? What products might she need? Is she likely to attend an event like Dreamforce? What support does she need for us? And how likely is she to engage in our digital channels? And here's what our Data Cloud implementation looks like. Let me walk you through the key elements. Our Data Cloud implementation unifies a massive amount of previously siloed data, hundreds of millions of customer profiles from all of our systems, into a single comprehensive view. Beyond who someone is, Data Cloud also captures what they do through billions of signals or data streams, many of which we can access in their existing locations thanks to zero-copy technology, meaning we can access and activate the data residing externally in platforms like Snowflake, Amazon, and Google BigQuery, bringing it into a single view without ever having to move the data. This gives us a rich understanding of our customers' behavior. This gives our teams the ability to build targeted data segments, trigger automated customer engagements, and inform how we enhance customer experiences. And one of the most exciting developments is extending this unified view beyond just who our customers are and what they do, to building a single view of our knowledge across Salesforce. This unified knowledge powers Agentforce, the agentic layer of our platform. We've even been able to implement Agentforce for customer-facing activities, like on our Salesforce help site, where there is now an AI-powered agent anyone can interact with. This agent has already powered over 800,000 service conversations with our customers. This convergence of customer understanding and company knowledge within Data Cloud creates a true customer 360, powering personalized customer interactions, intelligent Agentforce experiences, and ultimately better, more impactful business outcomes. Let's take a look at some specific use cases we've implemented here at Salesforce. So one of the first things, if you go to salesforce.com today, you can go to our homepage and start talking with Agentforce. It'll pop up a screen like this, but behind the scenes, this is Data Cloud. So you might ask questions, learn about our pricing or about our product features. And the way it works is that our website agent Astro comes and looks at our Data Cloud. It looks at information about our products, about our website. All this is managed in Salesforce and Agentforce, and then it can answer any question you have. So go try it out live today. And then we run a lot of paid media, like many companies. We need to reach new customers on Google, on LinkedIn, all over the world. And so we now take our data from Data Cloud and we activate it. We activate it with partners like LinkedIn, partners like Google, and what are we seeing? We're seeing when we use Data Cloud to target this data, we're seeing twice the click-through rate on our ads. We're seeing a 5x ROI return for every dollar we spend. And we're able to get great match rates. Now with our LinkedIn partnership, we can match 75% of our first-party data with LinkedIn's customers, so we can find more customers like our most valuable customers. And one of the amazing things is due to our partnership with Google, we can then get unique insights from Google's data based on our data, but in a secure clean room, meaning Google's not getting our data, we're not getting Google's proprietary data, but we're able to share the insights in a privacy-safe, secure way with the special integration we have through the Google partnership. Now, we run a lot of email at Salesforce, and we run a lot of email on Salesforce Marketing Cloud. Every year, we send now almost 1 billion emails a year on Marketing Cloud in over 200 countries around the world, selling 55 products in 12 different languages. And now with Data Cloud, we're able to give our email marketers hundreds of attributes so they can reach out to every one of our customers, whether they're trying to reach CIOs in Northern Europe, or they're trying to reach customers who recently expressed an interest in Agentforce, or they want to have a customer who just started a trial of our products and maybe say, why don't you come back and try some more things and get some more value out of it. So Data Cloud with Marketing Cloud is able to power all these intelligent journeys and drive the kind of engagement we need with our customers. And to give you an example of this, we were able to take our customer success score, which is a proprietary algorithm where we look at all the information about how our customers use our product and where they are in their journey to figure out how successful are they. That score creates a segment in Data Cloud where we can say, let's look at customers who may be having trouble. Maybe they're using the product, but they're not quite doing the signals that would match success. And then Data Cloud is able to activate that data to Marketing Cloud. And now we have an automated campaign for those who we're seeing are not scoring as high and send them to places like Trailhead to say, hey, I see you're struggling with this feature. Why don't you come here and check out how you can learn to get better? And through campaigns like this, we're able to really take the signals our customers are giving and immediately turn those signals into action to have them do things that will help them on their journey and ultimately be more successful with Salesforce and with the use cases they're doing with our company. Now, one of the most significant things that we've recently done at Salesforce is we've rebuilt the way that we manage and process leads for customers. So every single day, 30 to 50,000 times a day, customers say, hey, Salesforce, I'm interested in learning more. Or maybe they want to start a trial, right? There's lots of ways customers express their interest. That comes into our automation systems. And then we have to figure out, do we route this to our SDR teams who kind of handle our first kind of inbound prospects? Do we send this to our business development reps? Maybe it's someone who's already in an account that we're working with. Or maybe they don't fit. And so we aren't going to do anything. Or maybe they're not even ready to talk to sales. And instead we should send some more information and kind of nurture them on their journey. Now, we had a problem where our previous system was built on 2.5 million lines of custom code. It was slow. Every response took 25 minutes to get to our sales team. And it was nearly impossible to maintain, where every change had to be a custom code change for the developer. So by using the power of the Salesforce platform, we have completely reimagined how we process all of our customer engagements. Now, every time someone comes to our website, fills in a form, it goes into Data Cloud. With Data Cloud, we then are able to look at, what do we know about this customer? What do we know about this company? Not just from what they told us then, but from all their previous interactions, from all the information that we get from partners like Demandbase, Leadspace, LinkedIn, and more. And then with a partnership with Amazon SageMaker, we're able to score that lead and say, how likely is that lead really ready to talk and convert to opportunity, or is this prospect not ready yet? And then that information goes into Flow. And Flow is our automation platform. And with Flow, we're able to branch visually decision rules and decide, where do we route this customer? And one of the critical things is we are able to use all this information and build a machine learning lead scoring model. Well, what does that mean? Basically, with all of this data, we can score leads on a 1 to 5 scale. So 1 is not very interested, 5 is super interested and likely turn into a deal. And what we found is that now with this machine learning model, leads that score between 3 to 5 convert to 90% of opportunities, versus leads that are scored 1 and 2 are really not likely to convert. So this information now, with the power of Data Cloud and the power of SageMaker machine learning coming together, and this score, we're then able to build a routing system. Now what you're seeing right now is we have built now assignment tables for marketing and sales to align what we call our rules of engagement, how we choose to route customer interests to our 20,000 sellers around the world. Beforehand, this used to all be custom code. Anytime a sales team said, hey, I want to update the routing, they had to make a request, we had to write code. That is not ideal. Now, every one of these changes is clicks, not code. They just come on in, they make the change, it goes through approval code. This can be done in minutes, not weeks. So that is a dramatic improvement in our efficiency and productivity. But then, of course, when those leads come in, how do you route it? We used to have 5,000 rules of engagement scattered across 3 to 4 different systems, impossible to manage. We took all that custom code and we rebuilt it in, I think, 40 or 50 flows. And this is Flow. A lead comes in, we say, oh, should this lead go to our SDR team? Should this lead go to our BDR team? Is this lead not ready? All of this is now managed in a visual interface with clicks, not code, but with the control and security of the Salesforce platform. And then if customers aren't ready, we then hand it over to this new agent we call our marketing nurture agent. And what this is doing is Agentforce is then getting the information about the prospect. It's getting their name, it's getting their title, where in the world they came from, they're getting other information about the company, what they just did, and it generates a unique email. So this is the email from Agent Sherlock. We call this, because one of the folks in our team's last name is Sherlock, kind of amazing name. And so Agentforce takes that information about the customer and generates a unique email for every prospect saying, hey, I noticed that you just came to our website. Maybe you're interested in Sales Cloud. Based on your company, I want to recommend for customers like you, here's some customer stories that match. You can now continue your journey here. And what we're seeing is that now that we're able to give this immediate personal one-to-one follow-up for these prospects, we're seeing them come back to the website, re-engage, and then when they re-engage and we think this customer is now ready to sales, we're able to turn that prospect that wasn't ready into a lead and send to our sales teams. Of course, finally, how do you know this is working? And one of the amazing things that we built at Salesforce is we built a custom marketing and sales attribution system using the power of all of this unified data. And so when you're selling a B2B product, one of the challenges is a single person doesn't buy the product. It takes a village. But how do you understand the influence of all those engagements for an individual sales meeting, somebody coming to the website, somebody attending Dreamforce? We're now able to see all those interactions inside Tableau, and we're able, using this unified data from Data Cloud, to then model it with the power of AI. We've now built this system. This is the system we use to manage marketing. And we visualize the effectiveness of all of our marketing and all of our sales engagements now in Tableau, where we can understand every single interaction from every single person we've engaged with, whether it was one individual in a sales meeting, another team attending a webinar, another team coming to Dreamforce. All of that comes together in one system that lets us optimize and allocate our investments effectively. And so Once you do all that, where we get to results. And all those things I've shown you are now generating more ACV per lead, meaning we're making more money for every lead we send. We're being able to drive significantly higher ROI for our paid media. Using Data Cloud, we're now inviting the right customers to our events, getting 2 to 3x the amount of pipeline or deal volume from every customer. And this whole process, we've now had a 90% reduction in custom code. What used to be 2.5 million lines of code, we were able to reduce to only 200,000. Why? Because the Salesforce platform does it all for us. We don't need to write the code. It's already in the platform with the power of Flow, the power of Data Cloud, and the power of the partnerships with companies like Amazon and their product SageMaker. So this is creating incredible success for us. We're able to really take our marketing to the next level, and we're going to keep going further and further, connecting Data Cloud to every one of our engagement platforms and helping our marketers around the world create better connections with their customers. So both we have happier customers and we get a higher return for every ad dollar we spend. Now that we've seen some use cases, you might be wondering, how do we do this? Our strategy was built on 3 key principles. First, treat data like a product. Use data product managers and focus on value. We have dedicated product managers who identify where can data create the most value, aligning that understanding with business needs, and then prioritizing the work it takes to bring this to life. For example, one of the earliest and most impactful things we did was combining our website data with our customer data. This simple connection powered Slack alerts to our account executives, giving them invaluable real-time insights into what our customers were looking at even before our team spoke to them, allowing for smarter follow-ups that are more relevant and personalized. Second, start small and focus on high-impact use cases. For example, we identified that a back-end automation would allow us to send notifications to customers when they were nearing their user license limit and purchase more licenses with a simple click. And implementing this implementation generated over $20 million in revenue last year alone. Early wins like that built momentum and helped us scale. Third, prioritize quality over quantity. Focus on the most valuable data points, like key website interactions. While having vast amounts of data might seem appealing, we learned that the most significant value often lies within a focused subset of the data. Instead of trying to ingest hundreds of records and fields, we concentrated on the top 10 to 20 most valuable data points. For example, with the website, we focus on learning which pages customers are visiting. Where are they coming from? Who are they? What products have they viewed in demos? This focused approach delivers impactful insights quickly. You don't need to include everything up front. Prioritize the most valuable data to build momentum and drive early success. So, what's next? We're scaling Data Cloud as we become an Agentforce company with AI agents embedded across our business. We're also deepening our integrations and partnerships with platforms like Snowflake, Google, and Amazon. Now, you might be considering your own Data Cloud journey. If so, I want to invite you to join us either in person at Dreamforce in San Francisco or streaming live on Salesforce Plus. We'd love to meet you and answer any questions you have. I hope to see you there. Also, if this was at all interesting to you, or you would like more Salesforce on Salesforce stories like this one, then please click that thumbs up to like this video or click the subscribe button. Now, I hope you are as excited as I am about data, apps, and agents working together to drive success. Thanks for joining us.